Today we will be discussing upon the company code creation.
Company code creation, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you able to view the screen?
Sir, yes, sir.
So, in company code creation, what is company code in SAP? Company code in SAP is the smallest organizational unit of external accounting for which you can create a completely self-contained set of accounts for transaction posting besides the statutory financial statements. So anything you do in the SAP ERP has to be posted against a particular company uh, corresponding to which we will be calculating the balance sheet, profit and loss, ledgers. So that is the company code in SAP. You can also use a company code to represent a legally dependent operating unit abroad, commercial place of work, if there are external reporting requirements, including segment reporting for that unit in local currency of that country. So you might be holding business globally. Uh, your India unit is transacting in INR, whereas the US unit is transacting in dollars. So these all things has to be kept in mind while you are creating a company. Relationship of business FI transaction with company code. All the SAP finance FI, that is financial accounting related business transactions and evaluations, are represented at the company code level because company codes are the central organizational units of an external accounting system. you must define at least one company code per client to implement the FI component in SAP ERP financials for your organization. If you want to manage the accounting for several independent companies simultaneously, you can set up several company codes for the same client. Use a 4-character alphanumeric key to denote your company code.
Sir, but I have seen an example. Many have gone beyond that four letter character.
Yeah, this is the standard norm to be followed, but you can give 111 as company code, or say your name Rahul 2023 as a company code. That doesn't mind. Convention is to follow a 4-character alphanumeric character.
Okay, sir.
Company code table in SAP, that is the table keys 001, stores all company code data in the SAP system. This is the table. For example, the material management table in SAP is So all the backend data that is stored in the database SQL server is in these particular tables, which are named as given some name. For example, the T001 is for the company code table name in SAP. How to create company code in SAP FI? When you implement other components of SAP along with FI, you need to create assignments between the company codes and other organizational units to ensure data transfer between them. You can have intercompany transfers between your India unit and your US unit. So at that point of time, you will be requiring this intercompany transfers between the organizational units, between various company codes that you have created. For example, you need to assign one or more company codes to a company, credit control area, controlling area, and so on. You can assign a business area to one or more company codes. Likewise, you can assign one or more to a company code to a purchasing organization, and so on. So I log into SAP ERP and create a company code right away. But the company code has this following dependencies. In order for having a company code in its proper position, we have the company address, chart of accounts, local currency, fiscal area variant, controlling area. These are profiles that are assigned to a business area, and if you inherit that particular business area while creating your company code, your task becomes automatic. You don't have to do the same thing again and again. For example, I have a business area called DSG Incorporated. Under that, I am creating one DSG Edu, giving a company code DS01, and another company code DS Projects, having code DS02. What is the process? We go into the SAP ERP and just enter transaction code OX02. So this opens the company code creation option. Under this, we click upon new entries. We mention a particular company code for here, over here. It could be anything. I give it DS01. DS Edu. City, New York. Country, US. Currency, dollar. language English, and then we click upon continue. Sorry, there has been a typo. You have to choose the particular currency from here. United States dollar, USD. When I click upon save, it gives me this particular window where I have to declare the particular company as company name DS Edu, search term same DS Edu, street house number AA176, Salt Lake, postal code 111, city Kolkata, country India, region I choose the particular region which is available in the list of values A2. Then click continue. Postal code must have length number 6. It generates a request for which this particular company code will be created. I click upon continue. So this particular company code gets created. Data already saved. Now I need to assign all the profile options related to a particular business area to this company code. As I mentioned earlier that these all generates the accounting details corresponding to a particular business area into this particular company code. So for that, I will be going into SPRO. Then I click into event. This is implementation guide, where I go into enterprise structure, then into definition, then into financial accounting, then edit, copy, delete. So here I want to just copy the profile options from the business area. So I double click upon copy. It takes me to this particular form, organization object company code. Here I copy organization object through F6 option. Now it asks me from which company code do you want to copy. I click upon the hint. It gives me the list of all companies which are standard already created in the SAP ERP, and over here I go for this OMB1, that is the second record. So OMB1 comes over here, and then over here the company code that I was creating, DS01, should be mentioned because I want to copy it into DS01. Sorry, DS-Edu. This was the company name, and DS01 was the code corresponding to that. Continue. Data already exists. Company code DS01 for the to org object. Do you want the org complete object? Yes. The reference company code has a local currency euro. Do you want to allocate a different local currency to the target company code? Yes. Currency I mentioned INR. Continue. Certain data was not copied. No issues. Continue. In this function, both the number range intervals addresses are linked to the automatic recording of customizing changes. This means that existing number range intervals and addresses for this organizational unit may be handled and transported automatically. These are background messages that gives you the information about what is going on behind the scenes. So I go into continue. So this request gets generated. I click upon continue. Company code DS01 already exists. Current numbers in the target system have been overwritten by the transaction. Do you really want to transport number ranges? So I really want to transfer number ranges. So I click upon yes. So these are the number ranges which are for different profile options. For example, FAGL is one profile option. Then GL local is another profile option. GL roll lock. These are all the various profile options against which the accounting will get processed. This is for maybe J starts for journal. Company code OMB1 completed to DS01. So OMB1 has been inherited to DS01. All the profile options which we had to create manually by doing a recurring activity got automatically generated into DS01. Continue. So this is the final screen of company code and OMB1, that is showing that our task got successfully completed. Completed activities, actions carried out, company code OMB1 copied to DS01. So this is all about company code creation.
Sir, previously I tried to do the same steps,
Yes.
but I think the one step where I failed was that while copying the company code from OMB1, I selected the one which were before it,
Yes.
SAP AG.
Yes.
So
That is the issue.
due to that, I failed to proceed.
Yes, that is the issue, Rahul. You particularly mentioned the correct issue over here. I also many a times ran into such kind of scenarios because some company codes are incompletely prepared and that does not match for this inheritance criteria. So in that case, you have to choose diligently that particular company code which is actually tallying with your business scenario.
Okay, sir. Sure.
So now, as I was mentioning that what is the relevance of a company code? Company code is the starting step of this SAP ERP. After company code, you go for the steps of creating a contract account, business partner, then into all those steps of dunning, payment run, everything comes. And finally, when you have entered all your transactions, uh, particularly in the SAP, then you go for the F110 process, which reconciles all your transactions which were offset against the particular contract account, and the contract account gets credited.
Yes,
That,
sir.
that will be the last step in our practical session. Before that, we will be taking the understanding from the theory of the processes, and at the end, after completing all the steps, the things that you have mentioned will be taken care of. And apart from that, what happens finally is the payment run, which makes the credit at one go, which is the essence of FICA. That is the difference between FICO and FICA. FICA was drawn into picture because we want to drastically reduce the speed in a case where we are handling not a customer but a contractor.
In Fika, no, sir.
Exactly. So how was your day to day at office?
It was okay, sir. I just have to process the complaints of all the departments.
Okay. And what sort of complaints are you facing?
Sir, mostly few people do not have some authorized roles according to the because in many area many officers have authorization of up to around 2 lakh or 3 lakh. I have to dig into their roles at what amount DOP should be provided or not, or sometimes there is a problem of transferring the balance from one account to another. So I have to guide them how they are going to process it, because mostly, sir, they have been trained on a simple parameter. For every step they do not use the inbuilt parameter how we use as a consultant in the SAP, like transferring. They don't use FP even. They have been given a set of programs which they use, but sometimes in those programs there is the problems occurs, so we try to handle it out from our end.
Yes, that is the difference between the consultant and the end user. You have to always educate the end user with the intricacies of a ERP,
Exactly, sir.
because the end user doesn't know. He has been working upon all books and materials till throughout his life. He doesn't know.
Yes, sir, because they are going to enter the data, but we have to manage the data, how it is stored in the system and where it goes.
Perfect. So your task for this weekend will be creating another company code in the same manner, and you can name it DS02 as per this particular document that I have created. DSG projects DS0,
Sure.
and inheriting from the same business area that DS01 was created.
So US company.
Yeah, whatever. It is a the particular business area that I referred to was a Germany company, Deutschmark, that is German currency. So you can take that same business area, that is the number two record in that particular business area uh, list of values, and you create this another company code, name it DS02, and finish the procedure with every step subtitled. Whatever button you click upon, whatever menu option you choose, has to be mentioned,
Okay, sir.
and your understanding.
Yes, sir. I have done this step several times, sir. I can do it again.
Okay, good. Okay, apart from this, from next Monday, we'll be going into the other areas following the company code creation, whatever we have to do. I will be preparing the notes over the weekend and share with you on Monday.
Sure, sir.
Have a nice weekend, Rahul. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.